Hello, how are you? Today I brought you a super delicious dish for lunch or dinner, a complete low-carb meal. It's perfect if you want to lose weight, control your blood sugar, or just live a healthier life. It's packed with protein and you're going to love it for sure. Stick around until the end. You won't want to miss this. Before we start, I want to ask you if you like meals that are already a complete dish on their own, and which one is your favorite? Write it for me in the comments. I'd love to see your answer. Remember to leave a like because that really helps me here on YouTube. It shows YouTube that you enjoy and trust my content. And go ahead and check out the description, okay? Because there I always leave the ingredients along with the nutritional information so you can make it at home. So I'm going to add a little olive oil to my pot to brown my onion. Let's add the onion here to give it a good saute to make this basic seasoning here so we can prepare our delicious filling. Remember that onion has very little net carbs per serving. Onion is naturally prebiotic, which really helps improve gut health, besides adding a wonderful flavor, right? So I'm going to add the salt here as well because it helps dehydrate the onion, it draws water out of the onion, so this makes the saute even quicker. And I don't even need to wait for the onion to turn black or get too caramelized. I just want it to sweat a little and become a bit more translucent. If you're new here, take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell because I have a new video every day with healthy and different recipes for you to add variety to your meals, and I know you won't want to miss out. The onion is already starting to sweat here, so now I'm going to add the garlic so it can start browning too. This smell here is just like mom's cooking. Now into this saute, I'm going to add my ground beef. Remember, I have a video here on the channel teaching you how to choose good quality ground beef. Avoid buying pre-ground beef. Ask the butcher to grind it for you. It's going to be much better for you. And along with the ground beef, I'm going to add some grated carrot here because I want to increase the volume of this filling, and the carrot ends up adding a lot of fiber. It also brings more nutrients and antioxidants to our recipe. It's going to make our ground beef even richer, and it also ends up lowering the cost, right? Because this way, we can proportionally use less meat and more vegetables, which is always a good thing. Our wallets thank us too. So let's keep stirring and sauteing, and when everything's ready, I'll come back to show you how this delicious dish is turning out. Hang on. So our ground beef is already sauteed here with the vegetables, and now I'm going to make the dough for our savory pie. I'll start by putting the eggs in the blender. You don't even need to know how to cook for this. The eggs will add even more protein, which will be great for this pie, and they'll also bring the healthy fats we need here. And I'm going to add water to increase the amount of liquid without adding more calories, okay? I'm going to add almond flour or ground peanuts here. If you think almond flour is expensive in your city, or if you have trouble finding it, you can just take peanuts, blend them in a blender or food processor, and use them in this recipe. It will work just the same and ends up being a more economical option. I have a video here on the channel talking more about the benefits of almond flour and peanut flour, and about other low-carb flours, by the way, that can also be used as substitutes. Flaxseed flour, oat bran. If you're not doing low-carb, you can even use oat flour. There's no problem at all. So let's add some seasonings here. This here is dehydrated onion, a little bit of dehydrated garlic, which stuck a bit to my spoon, and a pinch of salt. And now, to finish off, I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan. So remember to control the amount of salt you use because Parmesan already tends to be a bit salty, and it will add some extra flavor and a little bit of baking powder. Now we give everything a good mix so it gets really smooth, and then we just bake this delicious dish really quickly. Let's go then. Well, I have my baking pan here. I'm going to use this silicone one, but you can use any kind. If you're not using a silicone pan, remember to grease it well so it doesn't stick to the bottom. On the bottom, I'm going to put a thin layer of the batter just to line the base, and then I add the ground beef. Look how amazing it turned out. Remember, if you don't want ground beef, you can use shredded cooked chicken or even just a vegetable-based filling. You can use tuna too. Tell me, what would you make? Is there any special filling you'd like? This would also be great with broccoli or mushrooms. Let me know what kind of filling you would like to make for your family. Look, I am now putting all of the meat in here. Let me carefully spread it out a little bit so that it is more evenly distributed. This here, like I said, is already a complete meal. It already has the vegetables, it already has the protein. For those on a low-carb diet, it's already well balanced. Done. Now I'm going to add more vegetables. I'm going to add a little tomato, which I love. If you don't like it or don't want to add it, you don't have to, but I like it, so I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to add a little tomato here and then pour the rest of our batter on top, and then I'll bake it in the oven at 360 degrees. When it's ready, I'll come back to show you how it turned out and we'll try a piece of this delicious dish, okay? Hold on, I'll be right back. The smell in here is just amazing, and it looks beautiful, doesn't it? This little pie of ours, it was just 25 minutes at 360 degrees, so really quick. I'm going to cut a piece here so we can try this delicious treat. Make it at home. I'm sure you're going to love it. Look how amazing this is. Tomato filling, look at that. Make it at home. I'm sure it's going to be a huge hit with your family. I'm even going to cut a few more pieces here to show you that it holds together really well. So you can even serve it if you want. Make it for a party, for friends coming over on the weekend, you know? Sometimes you want to keep things healthy, but still serve something tasty to your friends. Make it at home. You're definitely going to love it. It's going to be a huge hit. Look, the consistency of the dough with the filling. Look how amazing. It's packed with filling. Make it at home. You're going to love it. I can't wait to try it. Remember to like the video. It really helps me out. And share it with anyone who needs healthy ideas. Let's spread this wave of goodness together. That's what I want with the channel. Let's try it. It's honestly so amazing. The filling turned out wonderful and the dough is incredible. And the flavors are combining really well. Make it at home. You're going to love it. See you next time. Bye.